What's going on, guys? This is Superb Gamer, and I'm going to be bringing you the weekly Nightfall strategy guide. And we're going to have Epic, Nightfall, Angry, Light Switch, and Juggler for the modifiers. So we're not going to have any void damage. So let's get to the gameplay. So the first part here, you're going to want to take out all the enemies on the left side because this will trigger the shanks to spawn in. So I like dealing with those shanks faster or earlier in this encounter. So as you can see here, I have a murmur with fire damage because once you take him out, it's going to be a lot easier to take these shanks out with the murmur because of the fire shields that they have, and the murmur just takes him out really quick. But in case it gets really bad, you could rush down the stairs here, but be careful because they do chase you down here, so be aware of that. But once you finally take out the final shanks, there's going to be the invisible stealth vandals that are going to spawn in as well. So be careful with them because 1 or 2 hits, depending on your level and character, can potentially kill you. So you want to be careful with that as well. But once you clear these guys out, you're going to finally be able to move on to the next section. As you can see here, I just changed my murmur to the arc because all the enemies here will have arc shields. So the next enemies that I choose to go after is the Reaver Captains because they are very deadly. With 1 hit they will kill you, so always be constantly moving and take care of them with a super or with a rocket launcher or just little by little with an arc weapon. But after you take him out, you're going to want to move to the sniper up top. You only have to take out 1 of the captains and it will trigger the hive to spawn in. So you could either let the hive take out the enemies or you can help them take them out. But be careful with the hive because they can kill you because of light switch. So as you can see here, I just Nova Bomb him and I actually picked up my next Nova Bomb because I have Obsidian Mind. So that's the reason I started using a Warlock, because I unlocked that. And I haven't maxed him out, so I'm not using the Sunsinger with the self revive. So take them out, and once you take them out, you're going to be able to move on to the other enemies that spawn in that are more fallen enemies. And just take your time with all this. You do not want to die because you just got through the hardest part of this section. So as you can see here, just hang back, use whatever you have, and if you don't have any ammo, just run around real quick and pick up ammo. But for the next section, I like using an icebreaker and switching to a arc LMG because once again the shields that they have. And the reason I got a sniper is for the snipers. But you're going to want to be in here because in this area you will most likely not die because you will have a lot of cover. So what I like to do is snipe all the enemies and snipe the snipers that are in the far back of the map. And if they're shooting at you, all you have to do is crouch and you will be able to replenish your health, and you're just gonna have to do this over and over for all the enemies. But when the stealth vandals spawn in, they spawn in waves of 3. And the best way to take care of them is moving over here to this right section because there's only 2 entrances, so you can funnel them towards you and it's going to be a lot easier to take them out, as you can see here. But be very careful because if you miss their critical spot, it should take 2 shots. As you can see here, I almost did die, so be very careful when you're jumping out of that section. But once you take them out, you're going to move back to this area but not go inside of the cover. So you have a good vantage point of when the drop ship is dropping more enemies. And as you can see here, all you have to do is zoom in and take them out as they're coming to set up in their positions. And you're going to want to do this for all the waves until you finally get to the final wave where you can just push up and use a rocket launcher or use your special to take out the captains, which will make this very easy to do. And the next section after this will be when you get to Omnigul. And when I got to Omnigul, there was a subscriber that joined me, and I'm okay with that. If you guys want to add me on PSN, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, so if you want to add me, that's fine. Just let me know you're from YouTube so I could add you. But you're going to want to funnel them to the right side, as you can see here, because it makes it a lot easier to take them out. And all you have to do is be very careful, because if they hit you, like I said, because of light switch, they will end up killing you. And after you finish that wave, I switch to a Gallahorn. But before you push up, you want to take out this hollowed thrall out, because he can kill you if you don't expect him. So just use your Gallahorn or whatever weapon you have to take out those wizards fast, and then work on this knight that's up there. And after that, Omnigul will spawn the ogre and more enemies. So all you have to do is move back to the area that you came in from, because they will chase you down, and it's going to be a lot easier to take them out with a rocket launcher or whatever you have, and take out the ogre. And after you take those enemies out, just clear up all the rest of the enemies that are in this section, so you can finally get to the final area where you have to kill Omnigul. Now, when you're in this section, you can actually do it from here, and I recommend doing it from here if you're doing it solo, because if the enemies are overwhelming you, you can rush out of this area and they won't follow you, so you can regen your health. But if you're playing with 2 or 3 people, there's an easier way to do this, and it's gonna be in this section over here. So all you have to do is push forward, take out any enemies that are in the area. As you can see here, I just want to take out this knight as fast as possible, so I switched with my sniper. And you're gonna jump to this section behind Omnigul. Once you're in this section, you're gonna just shoot at him, as you can see here. And if he starts shooting at you, you could potentially die. But the nice thing about this is if you move to your left side, as you can see here, he can't shoot at you or hurt you at all. So this is why this is a really good area to be in with 2 people, because once you're here, you can revive the other person from this area, and you're finally going to be able to kill Omnigul. And I did end up getting the Gallahorn for this week's Nightfall, but for some reason my file got corrupted at the end, so I didn't show that, but here it is. So if you guys found this useful, make sure you hit that like button, favorite, and subscribe for more Destiny content, and I'll see you guys on the next video.